Hello and welcome to week 4 of your marketing plan for 2019. Thanks so much for coming back. If you happen to miss weeks 1 through 3, here's a quick recap, and we'll also link below to those videos so you don't have to worry about missing any of them. They'll be right here for you. So week 1, always when started with marketing plans, is your business goals. So we're talking about your business goals for yourself and your business. Week 2 is remembering who you are, getting a lay of the land of the competition, and also remembering who we serve, our target audience. Week 3, last week, was all about your strategy. And so we went through the 7 P's of marketing and how to incorporate that into your marketing plan. And now this is week 4. And today, what we're trying to tackle, because it's a lot to tackle, is how much money should we spend on marketing in 2019, how much to spend. So we're talking about our budget, where to spend it in terms of our tactics, channels, all of that, and then how to track it. How do we measure that stuff? How do we ultimately go through our ROI? So that's what we will attempt to cover with you. It's a lot. If it spills over, we'll go to week 5. Next week, look out for a special for you where all of this will come together and I can gift you with a nice, easy, simple template that you can use to incorporate everything we've talked about over these past 4 weeks, and including whatever else we wrap up with next week. So before we get started, I'm Andrea with the ADS Agency, bringing you over 15 years of experience in the marketing and branding space, having worked overseas globally, doing brand director, marketing management, all that work everywhere. So, and now the ADS Agency is bringing that to clients here in Atlanta, the Southeast, and beyond. So welcome. All right, now let's dig in. First, how much money to spend? How do we decide how much money to spend on our marketing efforts? So that's not always the easiest thing. And I would say it is very dependent upon your own situation and how aggressive of a business goal you have. If you're just looking to kind of like maintain what you have, you're in a good place, you're not really trying to aggressively grow, you're good where you are, you have enough customers, everything's flowing fine, you have no reason to expand or grow or increase revenue, which I've never heard anyone say, but just in case, that's you. You can look at somewhere between 1 to 2% of your top line revenue. So 1 to 2%. I typically recommend somewhere between 3 to 5%. So if you're looking to, rather aggressively grow, look between 3 to 5%. 5% is more on the aggressive end, and then you've got your 3%, which is kind of like your target growth areas where a lot of companies are, where they want to be. So I would say that's a pretty healthy budget for a lot of people. But again, it's all dependent upon your own goals, because you may be a new business coming out of the gate. You may have access to resources, and we're ultimately between now and the next 2 years trying to become $1 million business. So you may already know to hit those goals, we've got to spend 3 to 5% of that revenue. And if you have it, I would recommend that, because you really need that to go there. You cannot get there with, spending as if you only have 6 figures and you're really trying to get 7, and you can have that, you can afford that. So how much to spend, overall budget, I would say that those are good targets to start with. Just think of somewhere between 3 to 5% of your top line revenue. Start there. If it's too much, back it down, and you can always play with the numbers, but I would say start there with your bucket of resources to work with from a financial standpoint for your marketing spend, okay? That's how much to spend. All right, now where to spend it? There's so many ways that you can do this, of course. Think about your marketing tools. So do you need a CRM system? Do you need a marketing automation system? What about your email system? It might seem like small potatoes and small money, but when it comes down to it, especially if you're a small business, those are all things to be factored in, and a lot of times investments that you do need. So consider your marketing tools. Think about your digital tactics. So is this your SEO spend, what you pay for pay-per-click, your Google ads, your keyword searches, all that kind of thing. Even like your Facebook ad spend, very important, small businesses. And likewise, big corporations on down to our regular small and medium-sized businesses. Facebook advertising along with your Instagram advertising, do not neglect that budget. It is very, very important. And then also, again, include your social media, which we just chatted about. Do you have any traditional spend to consider? So traditional marketing, that's everything else is not digital, essentially. Do you have a need to do direct mail for whatever reason? Are you going to need to send prospective customers anything? Are you going to do some in-person live events, where you're actually going to be doing some workshops, some seminars, some lunch and learns, those kinds of things. How about your trade show participation? Do you have a banner booth? Do you need to update it? All that kind of stuff. So just think through the digital space, the offline space, and then also thinking back to your tools, the marketing tools that you need to get that stuff done. All right. So just making sure you're still there. All right, good. All right, so that is where to spend it. All right, and so the third thing you want to know about is how to track all of this. So it's very important for every investment that you plan to make in 2019 from a marketing standpoint. You want to have a way to track that investment. It's very important to measure it because that's what tells us later, was this successful? Did it work? And ultimately, the bottom line of ROI is the bottom line. Did it help us make money? And we don't know that if we're not tracking this information, and we need to be able to attribute, what did this tactic do that helped attribute to the bottom line? Did it not? And it's not to justify whether or not we should do marketing. Every business needs to do marketing. It's more so about understanding what's working, because that's what this is about. At the end of the day, you want to know what's working and what isn't. And marketing, as I always say, is an art and a science together. It's not a pray and spray kind of thing. We are really trying to target, but you never know until you actually measure this stuff and assess it throughout the year. So you want a way to track it, ideally every month. This is not rocket science. We're not trying to make it extremely difficult. ROI can be hairy in the marketing space, but we're going to try to make it as simple as possible so that these are numbers that are easily tracked. They're not difficult to be tracked. Otherwise, it will likely not be done on a regular basis, and we need to be able to see these numbers on a regular basis. So we're tracking it every month, really kind of coming together, regrouping every quarter and saying, all right, how's this stuff going? We want to be able to course correct along the way. What we don't want to do is wait all the way to the end of the year and say, right, we spent this and did it work? Nobody knows. We think this worked. We felt like that worked, So that's what we are trying to avoid. And what we want is to be able to say, this worked because, that didn't work because. Okay, it's not really saying, ooh, that strategy sucked. It's really about saying what does and does not work. So we want to know how to track this stuff. And again, ROI can be hard to figure out. It's not that we're at a lack of metrics, because today there's so much with all these dashboards on all these marketing tools that we have. There's so much data we can get. The point is, why do we have it, and what is its purpose? We want to get the right data that's meaningful for us. So in terms of calculating ROI, there are several ways to do it. You can do it by cost of goods sold. You can do it by customer lifetime value, all very Googleable, quite easy. But really what you're trying to think of when you're thinking of your ROI, how to track that, think of a particular strategy that you have, and so you want to think of that strategy, and you want to think, right, this was our total investment towards that strategy. Let's call it 5K. We put 5K towards this investment, and we want to subtract how much it cost to create the goods that we sold in the first place, whether it be services or a product or whatever. And we want to know also our top line revenues. So how much money did we make? How much did it cost to make that money? We also want to subtract our marketing investment. And ultimately what we want to do is we want to say, here's our gross profit off of that minus our original marketing investment divided by that marketing investment. So we're seeing the percent change, right? That's a percent change formula. So here's a simple example. I have to write it down because I can't remember all these numbers in my head. So let's say we have 30K in revenue. We sold 100 units of something that cost $300 each. That was the price, not the cost to us, the price to our customers. And so we made $30,000 in revenue. It cost us $10,000 to make it. So that means our gross profit is $20,000. So of the $20,000, we spent $5,000 in a marketing investment to help sell these things. So you take your gross profit of a 20K, you subtract that marketing investment of 5K, and then you're going to divide all that by 5K because we want to see the percent change, right? And that's like a 3x ROI basically, which is phenomenal. Don't we love every ROI to be like that? 3x, 8x, whatever it was, some phenomenal effort. It is possible. Sometimes it may be 1.52 or 152%. It could be 80%, or whatever, or less. It could be negative sometimes. You could have a negative ROI if something, didn't work, or if you're in a year where you're trying to really work to build awareness first. And a lot of smart entrepreneurs will know the awareness has to come a lot of times before the sales can get there, but we still want to know what's working, what's not working, and all that, right? So that's the high level. How much to spend, where to spend it, and how to track it. Those are the things to think about next. And don't forget to join us next week because we're going to pull all this together and give you a nice template to use this year for 2019. If you already don't have any tools to use, we'd be happy to share that with you. And again, I'm Andrea with ADS. Thanks so much for coming. If you've not subscribed to us before, please consider subscribing. We'd love to have you back here. And also, we'd love to hear your questions, comments. What are you struggling with out there? Are you trying to put this out there, for the first time for yourself and create your own marketing plan for 2019 for the first time? Let us know. We're so happy to help you. Let us know where you're getting stuck, what questions you might have. Don't be afraid to ask. This is a safe place for you to ask, okay? And otherwise, you can also join our A-listers group on Facebook. That's another place, a very safe, closed, private group. If you don't want to ask publicly here on YouTube, you can ask privately there on Facebook. And so that's the A-listers group. You just go to our Facebook page, click on the right button that says visit our group, and then your request to join will be looked at by moi, and then voila, you'll be in. All right, that's it. Don't forget also to subscribe if you're listening to this on iTunes or wherever you are. Be sure to subscribe and leave any kind of comments. Leave a review if you've been listening to these for a while. We'd so appreciate that. Thank you. And you can also follow us anywhere online: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn at The ADS Agency. That's THEADS, like advertising agency. All right, Madame and Monsieur, we'll see you next time. Au revoir and cheers. See ya.